this is a stage of the rigid Heddle weaving that I think I need to explain because it seems sort of counterintuitive and busy, and you need to understand. Now, when you first put your yarns on your loom, okay, all of the yarn, remember, is in the back, and you're taking the looped ends through the slots. Remember, we're doing that. After that, you cut those ends and you put one of them through the hole. So you're doing slot hole, slot hole, slot hole, slot hole. And the purpose of that, remember, this is a rigid Heddle loom. So you don't have harnesses going up and down like you do when you are using a big floor loom. And you'll see later when I'm weaving how it works when you have a yarn and a slot and a yarn and a hole. Okay, so when you're finished pulling them through their little places, you've got loose ends here and all the yarns hanging down here. Okay, the next step is that you pull all the yarns through to the front. Think of it as using your Heddle as a big comb. Okay, you're going to pull the yarns through, get them all untangled, ready to go. They're all in the front now, so it's like a combing stage. When you're actually going to be weaving, you will be moving your yarn, your warp, from the back beam through your Heddle. You're going to weave in this space here, and then you're going to roll your fabric onto your front beam. Okay, small problem right now, right? All your wonderful detangled yarns are in the front. Okay, well, stage 3. Now what you're going to do is take these yarns, tie them onto the back beam. Remember, I still recommend you get a book so you can get things in detail. I'm running you through kind of the overall picture for knitters weaving. You tie it to the back beam and you're going to roll the yarns onto the back beam. I'm going to do that before the next segment, but I want to show you something you're going to read in all the books, and I need to kind of explain it to you. This is just an old kitchen, grocery bag, round bag. When you are rolling the yarn onto the back beam, and when you are rolling your finished fabric onto the front beam, you want a layer of paper in between. If you think about it, particularly with the yarn, okay, if you were to just roll it on, some of the yarn strands would dig into the others and some would get higher, and you'd end up with this very, very uneven distribution of your yarn. If you're bringing your yarn on and you roll it onto this back beam with a layer of paper, then everybody stays even, everybody stays happy, okay? And you're going to do the same thing in your front, all right? So I am going to tie my warp onto the back beam. I'm going to roll it, I'm going to tie it on the front and prep it so that I can start weaving.